I am going to destroy you. Martha! Why did he say Martha? Wait, his mother's called Martha too?
Hi there. I'm a Jive Turkey and welcome to this special top 5 for the UK Games Expo. I'm going to go through my top 5 2 tips. Yes, top 5 2 tips. I'm going to go through my top 5 tips for going to the UK Game Expo. I went for the first time last year, just as a punter. This year I'm very privileged to be going as press, but I thought from my experience last year I'd do some tips on what I learnt and see if they are tips that you might want to listen to. These, unlike my other top 5s, these aren't in any particular order, I'll just go through them. Firstly, plan well. This year that is a lot easier due to the layout of the expo being phenomenally better than last year. The expo stands in the trade hall particularly are in nice rows, so you can literally walk up and down, stopping at what you want. Having said that, it was just such an overwhelming experience for me last year, and this year is going to be even bigger, so plan well. Plan what you want to see as a priority and plan what you want to see as not so much of a priority if you get a chance. Now I have made a double-sided sheet of all the things I want to see. I'm going to take from there my priorities, and as I'm only there for the Saturday, I will hit my priorities first, hopefully do all those in the morning, then I hit my secondaries, and then I'll have some time left over for the other things. This is an ambitious plan, but I'm only there one day, so I need to try and make the most of it. You are probably not going to get to see, unless you're there for the whole 3 days, you're probably not going to get to see everything you want. So tip 1, plan well. One of the great things at the expo for my second tip is the bring and buy. I've got a few tips around this, so this is kind of a bit of a cheaty one. The bring and buy, you can enter your games into the UK Game Expo's website before you go and sell them at the expo, with some of the profits going to charity, and it's a really popular thing. This was one of the things last year that had the biggest queues. Now, I will say from my experience, to price your items sensibly if you want to sell them. I only went into the bring and buy once as a punter, and a lot of the stuff I looked around just priced me out, especially as I was at an expo where there's a lot of new games being announced and being sold. I kind of would prefer to save my money for that. You might feel differently to me, but that's how I felt in there. Conversely, I priced my items quite fairly, I think, and that was shown by the fact that everything I put into the bring and buy is sold within the first hour of it being there. And I think that is because I priced well. Now, if you want to go into peruse and to buy, they only let a limited number of people in at a time, because otherwise it would be pandemonium. So you might want to think about going at lunchtime when people will be off getting food, or during one of the popular events, one of the live podcasts, or the Dice Tower interview. If you're not as interested in that, that might be a good time to go to the bring and buy. But have a look at the events that are on, and if bring and buy is one of your priorities, go during one of the popular events. It's a bit hit and miss because people are meant to bring things in first thing, but you know, there's always going to be different stuff there and a kind of shifting market of things. But if you want to go, be aware there will be queues for that. Number 3, take or buy water while you're there, or something to drink, and painkillers. Like I said, last year was totally overwhelming for me, and I felt really unwell by the end of it, and I didn't do a good job of drinking as I was going around, but this year I'll be taking plenty of water with me to keep myself hydrated, and I will pack painkillers, because although it's enjoyable, there's the stress of wanting to get to see everything. You're in a huge venue with lots of people, it's quite bustling, and it wears you out, so you may be more susceptible, if you're susceptible to headaches anyway, take painkillers, get plenty to drink, look after yourself while you're there. Tip 4, think about what you want to buy. As I said again, totally overwhelmed. I was like a kid in a toy shop, and I had a few games that were top of my list that I wanted to look for and buy, but really I was just kind of went a bit mad. And that's fine if I planned to go a bit mad, but I think, you know, if you take a certain amount of money, you're probably going to spend that amount of money. So perhaps have a budget. If you don't want to plan exactly what you want to buy, perhaps do some headlines. In general, prices aren't that much cheaper than they are anywhere else. I got some good deals last year, most notably from the Board Game Guru shop, where I got Terror for 15 quid. That was the best one I got, and some publishers will sell their games cheap on the day, but really it's not an expo about getting cheap games. So it's a chance to get them in person, not to pay postage, but plan what you're going to buy. Don't go puppy-eyed like I did last year. And last tip goes along with that. Think about how you're going to carry all your games. If you go in at 9:30 and buy 5 big board games, then unless you take a trip back to the car, you are going to be carrying those around for the rest of the expo. So think about not only what you buy, but when you buy. If there's a popular game, obviously you need to get there first. Otherwise, there's generally good stock across a number of retailers who are there, who are all pretty good on prices and have lots of stock. So just keep an eye on it, don't panic, but think about how you're going to carry them. I took last year one of those big Sports Directs bag for life. People use the IKEA bags. If you want a bit more protection but you don't want to pay for a full gaming bag storage, I've heard recommended cajon bags, you know, those drums that you sit on and play. I've seen people use cajon bags to carry their games, and you can get 6 or 7 of those, put it on your back, and Bob's your uncle or indeed your auntie. So there we have it, my 5 tips for the expo. Plan well, think about the bring and buy when you go and your prices if you're selling. Take water and painkillers. Plan not only what you walk around but what you want to buy to a degree. Give yourself a budget and think about how you're going to carry those games depending on when you buy them. Not the most exciting list in the world perhaps, but perhaps very practical. I hope to see you there. I will be there on a Saturday. If you see me, come and say hello. Give me a kiss if you want. You know, it's up to you. No one's forcing you to. And most importantly, have a great expo. Hopefully see you there. Bye.